Hey guys, what's going on? DuffKing56 here, back to continue my Let's Play of Yakuza 4 Remastered. Welcome back. Kiryu has arrived home and he knows something is wrong. Yesterday, we found out that we'd be traveling here with Yasuko because, well, we all knew that Saejima was here, but Yasuko didn't. So now we're here. We're going back to the new Serena, and something feels off. What's this truck doing here? Is someone moving? Can we talk to them? Head up the stairs in the alley, round back, tear Sky Finance to shreds. We're not leaving until we haul out every last document they've got. Whatever they try and say, just tell them we're under orders from the district attorney's office. That's all they need to know. Now, get a move on. The DA? I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened indeed. Wonder what this truck's doing here. Other than blocking the road, I mean. Do you think someone's moving? Dunno. All I've seen is these beefy dudes carrying out boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes. Couldn't see what was in them, though. I hope they finish soon. Either way, this isn't how I envisioned our night out on the town. Yeah, I'm sure that isn't what you envisioned, for sure. Let's go talk to this random guy over here. Hey, pal. You hear some shit's going down with the loan shark who lives here? I didn't even know there was a loan shark here. Oh yeah, up on the top floor? Sounds like the cops are finally cracking down on him, though. Why? What did he do? Dunno. I bet it was something nice and meaty, though. They were carrying out tons of stuff from his place. Alright, so everyone's telling us, hey, idiot, just walk down the hall and figure it out. Wait, why couldn't we go there? Oh, we have to go in the actual canonical entrance to New Serena. I'm down. It's been a minute.
Irashai. Kiryu! 伊達さん、久しぶりだな。
Dude, nothing makes me happier than seeing Date. Oh, Date. What's going on, Kiryu? You show up in a guy's bar and you don't even drop him a line first? Sorry for not letting you know, Date-san. I have some business in town. Work never ends for the ex-fourth chairman, huh? You've got that right. Anyway, this is Yasuko Saejima. I'm here helping her with a little something. It's nice to meet you. Oh, the pleasure's all mine. She's a knockout, Kiryu. How'd you end up bringing a girl like her back here, huh? Whatever you're thinking, I guarantee you've got the wrong idea. Let's leave it at that. By the way, where's Mama? Gone for the week. Family trouble, you know. I was gonna say, you know. Family trouble, you know how it goes. And you're holding down the fort while she's gone? Yep. It's a real pain, what with my other work and all, but she insists we keep it open for the regulars. Lucky for us that she does. Now, Kiryu, what's this little something you need to take care of? Oh, right. You mind taking a seat, Yasuko-san? Please. I just need to ask you something before we head out to find your brother. Okay. So, what is it that you want to ask me? Sorry if this is a blunt question, but why do you need to see your brother so bad? Bad enough to murder for it? Wait, you what? Kiryu-san, is this really the best place to... Don't worry about Date-san. He's an ex-detective, yeah. But we can trust him, I promise. He'd never turn you in without hearing what you had to say first. Isn't that right, Date-san? Well, yeah, that's right. Now, tell me the truth, Yasuko-san. Why would you go so far for your brother? Yasuko-san. Come on. It's because Taiga's everything to me. I owe him my life. What? I'm serious. If it weren't for him, I would have died years ago. Go on. Have you ever heard of a living donor kidney transplant? Oh yeah. You read about those things all the time. You read about those things all the time. Why would it be phrased like that? Anyways, that's when you give, that's when they give you a kidney from one of your relatives, right? They say you only need one after all. Right. The truth of it is, I'm the recipient of one of those living donor transplants. And your brother's the one who gave it to you, huh? That's what you meant when you said you owe him your life? Yes. Hold on. Getting a transplant like that from your sibling isn't all that uncommon. I'm not judging or anything, but do you really owe him that much just for a kidney? It's not that simple. Think you can explain? The kidney I got, it wasn't Taiga's. He wasn't a match. What? Different blood types? Well, yes, but what? Why couldn't you get the transplant from your brother? Yasuko-san? I think I get what's going on here. You and Taiga aren't actually siblings. Kiryu! He's right. Taiga's my stepfather's son from his prior marriage, while my mother had me before she and my stepfather even met. Then where'd you find a match? Since my mother had already passed, Taiga tracked down my biological father and begged him to donate his kidney to me. Saejima. Beyond the regular difficulty of finding a kidney donor, my blood type is extremely rare. A direct relative was my only hope of a match. Once Taiga learned that, he spent every waking moment of his life scouring the city until he found my father. He was only 15 years old at the time. Still just a kid, huh? I had honestly given up hope. Before my mother died, she told me my father was nothing more than an abusive drunk with no chance of ever changing. Based on what I knew, it seemed likely that he was already dead. Even if he wasn't, I didn't want to live knowing I owed my life to such a horrible man. At the time, I would have rather died than continue on carrying a part of him inside me. But Taiga wouldn't take no for an answer. He said no matter what happened, he would take care of me. Then, he found your dad? Yes. Well, where was he? In Kansai. He had started working for a Yakuza organization called the Omi Alliance, handling the dirty jobs nobody else wanted to touch. The Omi? That's right. Taiga went alone to Kansai knowing full well that my father was a Yakuza, but... let me guess. They tried to extort him. Exactly. A Yakuza through and through. My father demanded a massive sum of money in exchange for one of his kidneys. How much cash are we talking here? Probably 100 million, right? No, come on, 100 was so nice. 30 million yen. 30 mil? That's a ton now, but it was a fortune back then. How was a kid ever supposed to get his hands on that kind of money? He wasn't. That was the point. But Taiga didn't give up. He started fighting thugs in the streets of Kamurocho, trying to scrape together whatever funds he could. That would never work. Not for cash like that. It didn't. Not until Sasai-san from the Tojo clan stepped in. He gave Taiga the 30 million under one condition. He joined the Sasai family. So that's how he ended up in the Tojo. All that time, Taiga never turned his back to me. Even when it seemed like all hope was lost, he supported me. He dropped out of high school, gave up on his dream of becoming a teacher, and joined the Yakuza for me. So that's what you meant when you said you owe him your life. That's right. He's everything to me. Not only did Taiga literally save my life, but he gave me the will to keep on living. Yasuko-san.
正直言うと、兄が18人殺した犯人とか、そうじゃないとか、真犯人は別にいるとか、そんなのはどうでもいいんです。私にとってお兄ちゃんはお兄ちゃんだから。
あんたにはここで待っていてもらう。少しこの店で頭を冷やした方がいい。
え？あ？何言ってんだキリュウ。こんなに切実に会いたがってるってのに。
安子さん、もし冴島がすでに死んでいたとしたら、あんたどうするつもりだ？死ぬ気なんじゃないのか？
え
Okay, Date's fucking hot in this game. What the fuck? Anyways, Yasuko-san, you keep saying you owe Taiga your life. And I get it. We all rely on other people. It's hard to keep going without someone loving you, supporting you, pushing you onward. But in your case, Taiga became more than that. He's not just your support. He's your reason to keep living. I know life hasn't been easy for you. Losing your parents is one of the worst pains imaginable, and you had to bear that burden at a far younger age than most. But having a hard life doesn't excuse the way you've lived. Not that I have any right to talk. I've made my fair share of mistakes. Kiryu. I understand why you feel so strongly, but that emotion has led you to some bad decisions. It's not a stretch to say it's completely clouded your judgment. So, I need you to stay here while I figure out where your brother is. It's for your own good. But... Kiryu. Don't worry, I'll find him. And I'll make sure you two are reunited. I promise. But for now, you just need to be patient, okay? Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Yasuko-san. Take care of her for me, will you? Huh. Do you even have to ask? I guess he does. I guess he literally just did. Yay, we have another hideout. Woohoo! I like it. Interesting story. A living donor transplant, but not exactly how you would have first expected it. And that's how Saejima joined the Tojo. Saejima wanted... Could you imagine Saejima as like a school teacher? That dude's scary. No way. Hold on a second, Kiryu. What's wrong? There's something I need to tell you. Couldn't really say it in there. Does it involve Yasuko-san? You bet. If she found out about this, she'd just end up getting herself into more trouble. Well, what is it? Well, you only just got here, so you probably haven't noticed, but the whole town's been kind of on edge lately. Because of Saejima? Partially, I'm sure, but there's more to it than that. Word on the street is, Majima and Saejima linked up a few days ago. What? Yep. Here's Majima had his boys line the whole damn street to keep the cops off Saejima. Huh, so they've already met. Speaking of Date-san, do you know where I can find Majima-san? I need to talk to him as soon as possible. Not just about Saejima. Majima-san might be able to tell me more about the connection between the top police brass, Jingu, and the Tojo clan. The police? What are you talking about? Sorry, but I can't say much more than that. Just know that people are gunning for the Tojo. And no matter what's going down, I need to hear Majima-san's side of the story. Alright. Last I heard, he'd taken root up on the top floor of the Millennium Tower. Starting there is your best bet. Great! Thanks, Date-san. We now have... I got an email. I was supposed to say we now have agency of Kiryu-san, but... Kiryu, rematch from 4 years ago. Hinekure Curve 2005. Kiryu, come to Yoshida Batting Center. Let's finish what we started 4 years ago. 4 years ago, huh? That could be just about anybody. Guess I'll find out what it's about if I drop by Yoshida Batting Center. Maybe we could do that, or we could talk to Yuya. Look, I get where you're coming from. Just calm down for 1 second, Shinya. You don't get a damn thing. You're too soft, man. You know the rules, Yuya-san. If a customer ducks out on their bill, it's the host's responsibility. Mitsuru knew that when he let his girl run up a huge tab. You're not wrong. Those are the rules. I've seen it happen time and time again in this biz. And sure, I'm being easy on Mitsuru, but he deserves a little slack with how hard he works. Besides, the kid's a real high earner for us. We just gotta let this one mistake slide. He'll learn from it, and we'll all be better off in the long run. But for now, yeah, of course I'm gonna help him. And what? Stardust is just gonna eat the 5 mil he lost? He'll pay it, don't worry. Just not yet. Hitting him with all that at once could bankrupt the poor kid. Come on, are you gonna bail out everyone who fucks up from now on? Stardust will go under in the blink of an eye. Kazuki-san would never have let this bullshit slide. Ugh. Hey, Yuya. Problem so big you had to take it outside, huh? Kiryu-san! I didn't know you were back in town. Just for a bit while I take care of some business. Well, I would have dropped by with a gift or two if you'd let me know first. Don't sweat it. We've known each other for too long to be worried about those kind of formalities. By the way, how are things going at the club? You and that kid didn't really look like you were seeing eye to eye. Sorry you had to see that, Kiryu-san. So, what's going on? It's this host we have, Mitsuru. He let one of his customers run out on a 5 million yen tab. Ouch. I hear that's a pretty common thing, though. It is. Mitsuru is one of the hardest workers we've got, too. And I can't even begin to tell you how much business he's brought in. He just got kind of unlucky this time, so I want to give him a hand somehow if I can. Huh. That's the Yuya I know. I just dunno, Kiryu-san. You think I'm too soft on them? Shinya seems to think so. Pretty sure Kazuki-san's called me soft at least once, too. Is wanting to help my hosts out really so bad? Yuya. But hey, you don't need to hear all this. I should be getting back inside anyway. Gotta do my part to keep Stardust the top host club in Kamurocho. I appreciate you lending me an ear though, Kiryu-san. Thanks. I wonder if Mitsuru's doing this on purpose. He was colluding with the girl. Maybe I should head inside and see what Kazuki has to say about this. Do I want to go do it, or do I want to go to the batting center? I kind of want to see this through. I love Yuya, and I love Kazuki. It's been a while, Kazuki. Oh, Kiryu-san. It sure has. How are things going? Well enough, I guess. You guess? Are you worried about what's going on with Yuya and Shinya? Huh? You heard about that? Yeah. I saw him going at it outside the club earlier. Sorry you had to see that. Not exactly the image we want to project to the world. Even though he's the manager now, you can still get a bit hot under the collar at times. I wouldn't worry about it. It's nice to see a man have passion for his work, and it seems to me he has it in spades. Agreed. That's why I chose to let him take over as manager. I knew I could count on him when things went south. Speaking of which, what do you think you should do about the whole tab situation? Like I said, Yuya's the manager now, so I fully stand behind whatever decision he makes. Of course, but what? Well, a lot of times when a host lets a customer run up a big tab like that, he has some kind of ulterior motive. Oh? That's my opinion, at least. No matter how young, green, easy to manipulate a customer may be, it doesn't make sense to advance someone that kind of credit. 5 million yen is no small amount. Still, it's not unheard of. True enough. Usually, though, it's a case of the host needing to boost his sales figures. The easiest way to accomplish this is to pressure a customer into ordering pricey drinks. But for some reason, I don't believe that was the case this time. Honestly, I have the feeling Mitsuru was set up. Set up? Who would do something like that? Good question. Even if that were the case, though, I can't simply take matters into my own hands. Yuya is the manager, which means he's the one who needs to handle these kinds of problems. I guess what happens to Mitsuru all depends on Yuya's skill as a manager, then. Look at him dancing, I love him so much. You know, at times I think Yuya is too kind for this job. Maybe Kazuki's right. Sometimes Yuya is really too nice for his own good. Well, we're definitely gonna run... Komaki here. It's been ages, Kiryu. If you're here in Kamurocho, come see me. I'll be waiting at my dojo in the Dragon Palace. Oh yeah. It's a text from Master Komaki. I wonder if he's had one of his apprentices write this. Komaki Dojo's inside a Dragon Palace on Park Boulevard. I should probably stop by when I have the time. Definitely. Definitely, it would be cool. But yeah, we're definitely going to be running into the Kazuki situation soon. We can't go too far without a sub-story sort of like revealing itself or whatever, so that makes me rather excited. Let's see. Now, we could just run and do main story right now, but I don't want to go immediately to see what's going on with Majima. I think that's a bad idea. I think we should head up to see Komaki, and we'll go from there. Because there's probably... Well, actually, I haven't even bothered looking... Yeah, see, there's so much stuff on the map to do. But I think let's start with Komaki, because then we can train. Training is good. And then I think the other thing to think about as well is that we have to think about the gang members and stuff like that. Because that's the last thing that we have to fill in as far as like what seems to be the overarching completionist stuff here, the gang encounters. I'm assuming that's the other thing that we have to do. The Coliseum stuff, yeah, of course we're gonna have to do that. But the gang encounters and the IFR 7 will be the next two things that we can cross off to get some extra stuff from Bob. Now we could also go to the batting cages. This looks a little bit suspicious, but... Oh, you know what? It's definitely the pro baseball player. It's definitely the pro baseball player. Like, I'm pretty sure, right? It has to be. Anyways, we want to go to Dragon Palace, and this is the longer way to get there, but we'll get there eventually, I promise you that. And we'll see what Komaki wants to do in his dojo, which hopefully is to just give us all the goodies, because that's the stuff that really matters. Did we just unlock subs? No, we didn't. Okay. Yeah, let's head to the Dragon Palace. A building in mid-construction. I think the homeless recreation place called the Dragon Palace isn't here. Guess I'll check it out. Guess you will check it out, huh? Let's go to the dojo. I don't give a shit about gambling right now. I think I'll go to the dojo floor. There he is. It's our boy. My favorite disciple has finally returned. It's been quite a while. Yeah, looks like you're doing well as always. You left Kamurocho without saying goodbye again. I had to hear about the whole thing from someone else. I apologize. I had a knife in my chest. Or stomach. It wasn't the best of times. Well, I'm happy to see you safe. By the way, Kiryu, have you been keeping up with your training? Well, I guess I haven't really been training as hard as I should recently. I thought so. You may be a master of the Komaki martial arts, but technique withers without daily practice. Unbelievable. You haven't even bothered to update your blog with all your revelations. Wait, you read my blog? Of course I do. What kind of master would I be if I didn't know when my beloved disciple discovers new techniques? I guess. But can you even use the internet? My apprentices kept bickering about how they could never get in touch with me, so I had to buy a cell phone. I even used it to text you earlier. You don't say. I assumed you had your apprentices do it for you. I'm going out of my way to operate these unfamiliar devices, so the least you could do is update that blog of yours. Okay. I'll update it if I see anything else. Good. I look forward to reading your blog. But enough about that. If you haven't been keeping up with your training, you should practice here. Practice? That's right. What you need most now is not new techniques, but strengthening your basics. I'll revive that weakened, untrained body of yours by retraining you with the basics. Basics are the foundation of everything, I guess. Precisely. If you would like to practice here, I'll give you a helping hand. Tell me if you're interested. I'll do that. I'll come back to you when I have the time. Good. I'll be waiting. It seems like Master Komaki is looking forward to my blog. I better find some revelations and update it. You better. Let's practice really quickly and see what he wants me to do, though. Hello, Kiryu. Are you ready to practice? Yes. Let's do it. Yeah, let's practice. All right. Get ready, then. Is it just a fight, or is it going to be actual basics? Practice is simple. All you have to do is fight a round with one of my apprentices. I will then assess your performance and give you advice. Yeah, got it. Well then, let's get started. Fight! Alright. Komaki's training. Yeah, see, it's Komaki's training. This guy's looking kind of mean. Yeah! Okay, he's not fighting back. He's not fighting back. I mean, fine, I suppose. Good. I've seen enough. You're just as good as I remember you. Looks like your age isn't holding you back either. I could say the same for you. Alright, I'm going to tell you what I noticed while watching. I see. Your powers of perception never fail to impress, Master Komaki. Your advice is right on the mark. Well, I'm not in this business just for show. So tell me, are your instincts returning to you? Yeah. Thanks to your advice, I'm starting to remember how to move my body again. I feel like a new fighter now. Thank you, Master. Unarmed attack power increased. Slacking off will eat away at your skills. You must never forget to keep your training. Go now, my disciple. I'm looking forward to reading your next blog. Okay, so you could totally just miss that, I'd imagine, right? You practice again? Oh, let's practice again. Fuck it. Alright, see who we have to fight next. He's gonna be bigger and badder. This session I will analyze your movements when using complex, stronger techniques. Your opponent is a tough one this time. Dish out as many special techniques as you'd like. However, not using them will not disqualify you. I will observe your movements and give you advice just the same. Yeah, got it. Well then, let's get started. Fight. Let's fight again. Okay, maybe this man will attack us. I mean, I'm assuming he will here. He's got purple health. Holy shit. He definitely is stronger. I love bouncing people off walls. Ow! There we go. Oh, we had him bounced. Damn it. There we go. He has a lot of health. God damn. He has like a million things of health. Jeepers creepers, man. Oh, really? Oof. Jeepers. Oh my god, that's a crunch sound, man. There we go. Oh, there's all that good bonus shit right there. This guy's not long for this world, thankfully. Yes, the behind the back throw. Ooh. All right. We out here. We out here. Oh, grab off the ground. I didn't even think about that. Oh, yes, we got the Saejima technique. Yes, sir. We'll keep looping him. As long as he wants me to loop him, I'll loop him. Ow. This poor fucker. Good, I've seen enough. When using complex techniques, it's easy to get lost in the moment, causing your basics to suffer. You show slight signs of this. I see. Alright, I'm going to tell you what I noticed while watching. I see. Your powers of perception never fail to impress, Master Komaki. Your advice is right on the mark. So tell me, are your instincts returning? Yeah, thanks to your advice it feels like my body's balance is sharper than before. Now I'll be able to channel my strength more efficiently when using complex techniques. Thank you, Master. Yay, heat action power increase. By the way, have you forgotten some of your techniques? Yeah, there's some I can't remember because I'm not using them for a while. You may have forgotten them, but chances are your body hasn't. They will come back to you. However, that doesn't apply to techniques from the journals. Remember this? It's the Black Journal. You gave it to me before. Why do you have it now? Stop screwing around. I gave it to you and you just forgot it here at the dojo. That's ridiculous. I'm sure I took it home with me. Ha! You only took the cover with you. This is a new cover that I had to get as a replacement. Sorry. Well, I guess there's no use in getting fussy about it now. Here, and make sure you take it with you this time. You got the Black Journal. You remembered Hidden Blade Hook. Hidden Blade Raging Bull. Check moves learned in the abilities section. You better not lose it this time. Come back soon. Alright. I mean, we could continue to train here. It's not like there's anything holding us back, I suppose, from training some more. Is it worth it just getting some of these just to get them? I don't really know if some of these are worthwhile. I think some of these are pretty good. Dynamic throw executed after a finishing blow. Oh yeah, we're gonna do that one for sure. Reversal might not be bad to have. But then these are gonna be the real main ones we want here. The knockback, tiger drop, and parry. So I definitely want to be ready to buy those because they are really strong. Oh, the Dragon King Essence available after reaching 15 and learning the parry. Interesting. Okay, so we have some things that we like here. The Black Journal's cool and all. Do we train one more time here? Why not? Let's do it. We'll practice one more time. Alright, get ready then. I see what we're going to do this time. He's going to definitely impose something here. Your opponent this time is a weapons specialist. Observe him and you'll learn how to maneuver yourself efficiently in armed combat. You may choose to use weapons or fight unarmed. I'll give you advice just the same. Yeah, got it. Well then, let's get started. Fight! I don't care about weapons at all. I just want to fight this guy. And a lot of our fight's just going to be dodging behind him. I don't think it's going to be very difficult. Oh, Tonfa. Okay. This isn't too bad, I suppose. There we go. He telegraphed that attack so much. Oh, we had him there too, what the fuck? Alright, fine. We'll take it. Good. I've seen enough. The scariest thing about using a weapon is the possibility of being used by the weapon. Take care it does not happen to you. I see. Alright, I'm going to tell you what I noticed while watching. Master Komaki, you sure do know a lot about weapons. Sorry, I was texting somebody back from work. That was important. Don't underestimate my knowledge. One can only add true depth to their combat by first knowing the characteristics of all weapons. So tell me, are your instincts returning to you? Yeah, thanks to your advice, I'm starting to remember how to handle weapons. I feel like a new fighter now. Thank you, Master. Okay. By the way, Kiryu, don't you have something you need to say to me? I think I already expressed my gratitude. It's not like you to be so persistent, Master. No, you fool. I'm not some kind of simpleton who craves thanks for every little thing. Didn't you notice anything while I gave you the black journal last time? What do you mean? Enough already. You didn't even read it, did you? Just look at this. Huh? Is that the white journal? That's right. You just left the black journal here with the white journal when you left. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even notice. Unbelievable. Here, do not forget it this time. You got the white journal. You remembered the mini longsword, Sly Wolf. Okay, I'll take that. I should probably ask, did I forget any other journals here? Good. I'm glad you're interested in avoiding disaster later. Yes, in fact, you did. But they aren't here anymore. What do you mean? Well, I didn't know that cell phones were so expensive. I was short on funds, so I had to sell a few of them to pay for it. You sold journals of secret techniques to buy a cell phone? You don't need any journal. The techniques live in me. That loss is nothing compared to losing the apprentice that was supposed to learn them. Well, you probably have a point there. Enough talk. I've given you all the journals I have to give, as well as all the advice I have in me. I just told you everything I know. What? Is that it for the training? A bit more lax than usual, don't you think? You've already mastered my style. I have nothing left to teach you. Practice every day, and do not forget the knowledge acquired here. I understand. Thank you for everything. I don't need any thanks. I look forward to reading your blog. Okay, so we finished Komaki's training. Not bad, right? We got ourselves a couple books that we'll probably be buying in the pawn shop or elsewhere. But besides that, we've done all that we could do here, I suppose so. But I'll take all the extra power increase to both weapons, heat actions, and basics as well. Let's see what this cell phone's all about. The Perfect Shot newsletter from Mac. Okay, everybody, let's get that perfect shot. Looking for that perfect shot? Then I've got the newsletter for you. This week brings two beauties. First up, we have a kidnapping in Kamurocho. An innocent child is in danger. The culprit has escaped to the rooftops. Best of luck to the sexy detective on his trail. And for number 2, a plastered man charges out of the Popo and Nakamichi alley. Let's drink responsibly, folks. Alcohol won't make you a superhero. Okay, everybody. Let's get that perfect shot. Okay, well, the perfect shot's gonna have to wait a second or two because we've gotten ourselves to the end of another episode. So thanks so much for watching the episode of my Yakuza 4 Remastered Let's Play. My name is StuffKing56. I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out and goodbye.